Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thank you so much for joining us. Topping our news today at noon. After 2 weeks collecting donations, volunteers have gathered at Ed Smith Stadium in Sarasota to sort out and distribute all that food. It's part of the annual Mayor's Feed the Hungry Thanksgiving Drive, and ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us live from the stadium with more on that effort. Rick?
Well, Scott, what a great sight to see here. A lot of folks helping out a lot of people. I'm now joined by Scott Beeler. He is organizers of the Mayor's Feed the Hungry program. And Scott, great to have you here.
Thanks, we're glad to be here.
Oh, what an event. I am so impressed with this event. Tell us, first off, exactly what is going on here today.
Well, we're collecting food for Thanksgiving to give out to food pantries throughout Sarasota and Manatee County. We've got 330 locations, schools, churches, businesses, all kinds of places collecting food, and we're collecting it all here today. We're going to sort it all and divide it and pass it out by 5 o'clock tonight. Anybody that's listening now, you can stop by Ed Smith Stadium and drop off some food for us.
And how much food and money has been raised thus far?
We've given away $100,000 and $10 food gift cards for Thanksgiving. We're trying to raise enough money to give away another $100,000 for Christmas and Hanukkah. We're in the midst of a fund drive right now. We hope to collect 50 tons of food today and about 2,500 turkeys.
And what exactly can folks do to get their hands on this food and maybe some money for the holidays?
Well, they can contact any of our participating agencies. Go to our website, mayorsfeedhungry.org, find a food pantry close to you, and register with them for food and gift cards.
All right, Scott, we do appreciate your time and keep up the great work.
Great, thanks.
That's Scott Beeler with the Mayor's Feed the Hungry program. And it is going on the next few hours here, so come on out. As you can hear, they do have music out here and just a lot of good going on. Reporting live from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you so much. Time to get a check on our weather today, and perfect weather for that event. A lot of giving going on in our community right now. Wonderful to see.
Yeah, it is wonderful to see. And you know, you sometimes lose, I know I do, lose sight of just how much hunger and need there is in this town. You know, you think, you know, we're such a wealthy town that, and with such philanthropy that we're in great shape. But I tell you what, there's a lot of hunger.
The need is there.
A lot of kids growing, waking up hungry in the morning.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing they're doing. And the weather, gorgeous outside. Again, today we had a little bit of cloud cover. We've been talking about that over the last couple mornings, how we start to moisten up the atmosphere a little bit in a thin layer coming in from the Atlantic. But as the sun rises and the atmosphere heats up and mixes, we start to see those clouds give way to a little bit more sunshine. Now, as we head into tomorrow, a little bit of a wind shift may promote a little bit of fog as well, especially in inland areas. We certainly have the moisture around to accomplish that. We should have some clear skies tonight, which will allow the temperatures to fall off pretty well. All in all, we're looking for a rain-free afternoon, as we are currently seeing on radar. Daytime highs will top out again warm, like we did yesterday, coming in the low 80s. And then this evening, tonight, we'll start to see those temperatures fall off, maybe a little patchy fog form, maybe a few more clouds around tomorrow. And then some pretty big changes coming our way. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes, Scott.
Okay, John, thank you. New at noon today, a Sarasota restaurant owner is accused of sexually assaulting a teenage employee. 45-year-old Fernando Palomino owns the Encanto Peruvian restaurant on South Tamiami Trail. Last month, police were called after the victim reported that Palomino became flirtatious with her, took her into a back room, and assaulted her. It was only her second day at work at that job. She was able to escape, called a friend to pick her up. Palomino is now charged with sexual battery of a minor. Police say there could be more victims out there. Anyone with information in the case is asked to call Sarasota Police. Charlotte County Sheriff's deputies are investigating an overnight shooting in Englewood. It happened just after 2 a.m. along Broadway Road. Deputies found one person shot. The victim was taken to an area hospital for treatment. No arrests have been made yet. The man convicted of killing 2 brothers at a convenience store in Manatee County will spend the rest of his life in prison. Devin Chandler, sentenced to life behind bars without parole. He pleaded guilty to the murders of 23-year-old Qassem Youssef and 17-year-old Fares Youssef to avoid the death penalty. In September of last year, Chandler was seen on surveillance video shooting the brothers at the Snappy Mart in Palmetto during a holdup. He then stole money and cigarettes before leaving the store. Chandler was arrested the next day. More than a year after a fatal crash, a Manatee County woman is now facing DUI manslaughter charges. Troopers say Nancy Spurlock was intoxicated when she crashed into another vehicle on US 19 in March of last year. Barbara Carvis died in that wreck. 3 children in her car were sent to All Children's Hospital with serious injuries. Spurlock is now charged with DUI manslaughter, 3 counts of DUI resulting in serious injury, and reckless driving. Manatee County citing Medallion Homes for not complying with a stop work order at its Longbar Point development. The Bradenton Herald reporting the building department found the developer was not in compliance with the erosion and sediment control plan. Medallion is also facing violations for removing trees without approval and disturbing the land within a wetland buffer. The county will be inspecting that site again today. A group of school bus drivers in Sarasota County now planning to sue the Sarasota County School Board for wage theft. 9 drivers are named in the class action suit, which claims they were not paid for overtime hours they worked, which is required by law. The plaintiffs say they were not paid for things like performing inspections, fueling the buses, filling out paperwork, weather issues, and many other tasks. Visit Sarasota County officials say they landed a major conference that will bring delegates from more than 100 countries to the Suncoast. Members of the World Sailing Conference will come to Sarasota in 2018. The decision to choose Sarasota for the event was made at its conference in Barcelona, Spain.
First time it's ever been in the United States. We were originally head-to-head with Russia, so I like to think we won one from Putin.
Haley says the conference will be held at the Hyatt Regency near downtown Sarasota. And all this month, we're taking a look at what the Suncoast will look like in 20 years. Today, we examine the city of Northport and the changes it will face by the year 2037. It is the largest city in Sarasota County and will likely continue to grow in population. Current Mayor Jacqueline Moore says growth will likely be the biggest challenge in Northport.
The big growth area for now in the next 20 years is the West Villages. So there in Northport, that land was annexed in a decade or so ago, and it's now taking off like gangbusters. There'll be 20,000 rooftops in that area. So in the next 20 to 30 years, we really see our population tripling.
Moore says experienced urban planners are helping guide the city through the needs and providing for that expected growth in the city. The Englewood Beach Waterfest gets underway tonight. A block party happens tonight beginning at 5 o'clock on Dearborn Street. There will be live music, plenty of food. The event is free, and race action begins tomorrow with the boats hitting the water at noon. The World Championships will happen Sunday, and ABC7 will broadcast that racing live on Sunday from noon until 3. The event wraps up with an awards ceremony that night at 7. ABC7 will also have a booth at Waterfest this weekend, and many of us will be out there. We hope you'll stop by and say hello. Well, it's lunchtime now, and ABC7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher is enjoying a fantastic lunch hour with a Thanksgiving picnic overlooking Sarasota Bay. What a background behind you there, Judy.
I have to tell you, it's the best dining room in the world. Today's theme is enjoying the outdoors. We live on the Suncoast. People pay so much money to come here for a short visit, and we live here. We should be celebrating our beautiful parks and beaches all around the Suncoast. We're here at Ken Thompson Park. Beautiful spot, water behind me. They have a great playground and a nature walk. You could bring your dogs down here for your annual Thanksgiving picnic. So thanks to the Fresh Market, Geyer Sausage Kitchen, and All Days Barbecue, we are going to feast on some creative foods, some traditional and some way out of the box, all with one of the best views in town. So stay with me throughout the hour as I bring you a beautiful outdoor Thanksgiving, kind of like the Pilgrims had, only better weather. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Google GoWildHonda.com. Lease a CRV for $219 during Wild's final clearance. Just $219 and 0 down. Now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Download ABC7's free all-new news app at your app store today.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th Annual Sarasota Fine Art Festival. Saturday and Sunday, November 19th and 20th at Selby Five Points Park in downtown Sarasota. Bring your love and appreciation of art to the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
Google GoWildHonda.com. Lease a Civic for $179 during Wild's final clearance. Just $179 and 0 down. Now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Mild temperatures outside at 81 degrees. We have a dew point value of 57. The dew point has risen. Yesterday at this hour, our dew point was in the 40s. So you can see certainly a little more humidity in the air, if you will. East-northeast wind at about 7. By tomorrow, we'll be starting that journey toward a northwest wind as a frontal boundary approaches. And I think tomorrow morning we'll probably see more of a northerly direction to our winds, and they'll be light. And with that will come the possibility of some patchy fog across the area, particularly in inland areas away from the warming effect of the water, still the warming effect of the water, even though it is diminishing. 75 in Parrish, Myakka, Wauchula, Arcadia at 76. 75 in Bradenton, 73 Longboat Key, 81 Sarasota, 75 in Venice, 74 Inglewood, Northport at 75, and Punta Gorda comes in warmer at 79. Across the entire state today, not a drop of rain falling, despite the fact that we had that cloud cover. We were talking over the last several days about how a northeast wind persistent like that would eventually bring us a little thin layer of cloud cover, and it would be trapped in that thin layer and bring us some morning clouds. We had it this morning. I think as we head into probably Sunday morning, we might see a few residual clouds around from a frontal passage. But we'll have to check on the timing of that, because it could also be that by that time the front will be well to our south and we'll be enjoying some clearer skies. In any event, tomorrow morning with the winds shifting, we might see a little bit of patchy fog in inland areas, but no rain in the forecast for today. Meanwhile, across the nation, a large-scale blizzard still is ongoing through parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin, I think, today. The frontal boundary itself extends down toward Texas, and the snow showers are heavy at times. Wisconsin particularly going to get hit pretty hard here with perhaps as much as 15 inches of snow drifting snow in banks with some gusty winds. Those winds will be pushing out of the northwest, and they'll create this frontal boundary that'll be plowing through parts of the deep south, creating some rain showers in advance of that. Now, as those rain showers approach us, they will not stay in a consistent, strong line. They'll fall apart, basically. We might get a little bit of cloud cover from that, but I don't think we'll see much more than that. The front itself will probably move through on Saturday night. And then on Sunday morning, winds will be out of the northwest initially, and there'll be strong, gusty winds. I think even on Saturday, you'll notice the winds start to tick up a little bit. But Sunday and Monday particularly, we'll probably see a 15 to 20 mile per hour wind. We could have some pretty good seas out there, too. Strong seas, maybe as much as 6 foot or better. So boaters, pay attention to that. We will probably see some wind gusts in excess of 20 miles per hour. So And it's going to be kind of a cold wind as well, as it's going to drop our temperature down about 12 degrees or so. So Sunday's going to be a challenging day for some folks. I think maybe a little bit of a light jacket might be in order. Sunshine, warm, low humidity, increasing Saturday winds, then cooler on Sunday. But the good news is clear skies on Sunday and rain-free conditions, a lot of full sun. If we see those winds start to die down in the second half of the day, could end up being a very nice day indeed. There's our frontal boundary extending down through parts of Texas, and as you can see, it gets kind of ragged down on the very southern tip. That's what's moving through here. Good news is that reports from Mote Marine indicate only North Jetty now seeing some slight amounts of red tide irritants in the air. And despite the fact that we'll have an onshore wind flow for several days, and we do have a beach hazard statement issued for our area for red tide possibilities, I think we'll start to also see those winds shift back around to the north and maybe even northeast as we head into Sunday, which will do nothing but help with those irritants in the air, such as they are. Northeast wind at about 10 knots, increasing a little this afternoon. We'll look for a nice day today and tomorrow as well, with increasing winds tomorrow. Sunday, breezy, so's Monday, and daytime highs cool both days. Nighttime lows very cool in the upper 40s, but we warm by Thanksgiving. Scott?
All right, John, thank you. For decades now, the top killer in the United States has been heart disease, but now a new health issue is poised to take that top spot. ABC News senior medical contributor Dr. Timothy Johnson has more.
Exercise, eating right, and kicking the smoking habit. It's the advice we have been hearing for some time to lower our risk of heart disease. And people seem to be listening because heart disease deaths in the U.S. have started to drop. But now a new CDC report shows the health threat that might be taking heart disease's place as the nation's leading cause of death. That threat is cancer. Researchers looked at death trends between 1969 and 2014. They found that while heart disease still retains the top spot nationally, in a growing number of states, 23 to be exact now, cancer is the top killer. And they predict by 2020, cancer will be the #1 killer in the U.S. at large. The good news is that lifestyle changes, along with better medical treatment and other factors, appear to be driving down death rates for both cancer and heart issues. Another reminder that simple, healthy choices can mean a longer, happier life. With this Medical Minute, I'm Dr. Timothy Johnson.
108 million Americans do not have dental insurance, but a Manatee County dentist is trying to help uninsured patients receive some treatment today. Creekwood Dental on Creekwood Boulevard will be offering free services. Patients will have the choice of having one free cleaning, a filling, or extraction. Availability is based on first-come, first-served basis, and it's all part of Free Dentistry Day. Still ahead on ABC 7 News at noon, Donald Trump continues to name people to his transition team and his administration, causing some controversy in Washington. We'll have more on that coming up.
These are our heroes. They have sacrificed so much to serve our country. And now Granny Nannies is truly honored to serve them. We're here and we're ready to help. Call us today.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
At Granny Nannies, we provide your loved ones with the care they deserve, compassionate and experienced help right where you need it most, at home. Visit us at GrannyNannies.com.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
It's time to meet our pet of the week. John is with Samantha Dominus from Bishop Animal Shelter in Bradenton with a very sweet pet this week.
Oh, hi there. Samantha, you join us now from Bishop with a beautiful, beautiful dog, but a dog with special needs. I don't know how much special needs it would actually have to have. He probably gets along pretty well, I guess.
Oh my goodness. Charlie is amazing. He's completely blind. He was born blind, but he doesn't let that affect his lifestyle or his happiness. He gets along with other dogs, and he can smell really well and hear, so that helps him navigate through life.
Dogs are wonderful at their ability to adapt, and I know in our household we have a tripod dog, you know, one with a leg missing, and no problem. I mean, it's like we worry about the dog, but the dog's fine.
They're
and
very
I'm
resilient.
It's the same as
Yes.
Charlie here, right?
Yes, yeah.
So how does he get around the house? I mean, he memorizes the way around?
Yes, he just...
Does he bump into the furniture, stuff like that?
Yes, he does bump into some things, but that's easy. With a leash and everything, I mean, he can navigate pretty well, and he's good on a leash. And he's such a good dog. If it were up to him, he would spend his entire day on your lap.
Oh, I can tell he's such a sweetheart. Really beautiful colors, too.
Yes, and he gets along with other dogs at the shelter. He's in the play groups. And even though he's blind, he's tromping around with the rest of them.
What do we know about his age?
He's 5.
5 years old?
5 years old.
History? Do we know anything about his history?
He was born blind, and then we had to remove one of his eyes due to an injury that he came in with.
Oh, okay.
So, but he doesn't let any of that affect him. He's 50 pounds. He's a pointer mix, completely potty trained.
Really? So he's had some good upbringing somewhere in his life, I guess.
Yes, somebody showed him a lot of love, and that is very evident in his personality.
You are the sweetest dog in the world. Look at that. No fear whatsoever in this animal.
And he's a kisser. He kisses on the first date.
Oh, you sweet dog. You sweet dog. Well, if you can, please open up your hearts and home to this. Hi, sweetie. Come on, say hello. Oh, you're so adorable. Yes, baby. Yes, we're going to get you a home today. I know it's going to happen.
And his adoption fee is $60.
No, that's a bargain. What a sweet animal. If you can, please do give him a call at Bishop Animal Shelter and adopt this very loving, sweet dog. Oh, hello, honey. Yes, it's a baby. Thanks, man. It's just a real treat to have him in here today. Yeah. Hi, Scott.
Wow. That dog's in love.
Hi,
John,
baby.
thank you. Sam, thank you too. Let's get back to Judy Gallagher now, who is enjoying a Bayside Thanksgiving picnic. What a view behind you, Judy.
You know, this really is heaven, and we're so excited to be here. I'm going to start over at the Fresh Market. Your order needs to be in by Monday, and you can order everything from the whole traditional turkey. They'll cut it down for you. Do a kale salad with the slivered almonds and cranberries, nice and fresh. Always great to have cheese, so you can do the cheese trays and fresh bread, but look at these suckers. These are the baked stuffed loaded potatoes. I would say a third per person is fine. And then get your sides in plastic containers and just display them out here. Make it really easy for people. don't bring fancy china. Bring some fun tablecloths. Bring paper plates, a couple knives to cut your chocolate bar or your sweet potato pie, and you're all set. But now I got to bring you over to my friend Nikita from Geyers, and it wouldn't be a holiday without you and your family here.
Yes, we love you guys over at Geyers. Everybody loves Judy
I
over at
love
Geyers.
you. So tell us, because you really went out of the box this year.
Yes, we're trying to think of something that's traditional Thanksgiving, but still make it a picnic, easy to go. So what we did is we did a Swiss mushroom loaf, a pull loaf, so it can be, all this can be served cold, it's no problem.
Love it.
We also we make the best homemade potato pancakes in town.
Yeah, you do.
And so I just sliced some turkey breast nice and thin with the cranberry sauce and gravy. Of course you put bacon on there because it's bacon.
So wait a minute, a potato pancake with turkey, bacon, and cranberry sauce, and OMG, you so nailed the dish for this segment.
Yes, and to pair it though, we did just little mini stuffing sausage stuffing bites. So you still have all the traditional Thanksgiving without all the hassle.
And talk about the little mini sweet potato tarts.
Over here we have these right here. It's my mom's homemade recipe with the fresh walnut streusel on top.
And I love those. In fact, I have a pan I'm picking up on Tuesday. I don't tell my family or friends that it's from Geyers, though. I lie and just say I sweat and worked all day. So these are some really great tips to do, and I love the serving dishes so you can put different relishes in them.
Yes, we have two different kinds of cranberry relish. We make a homemade sauce and then a real relish with the orange zest and all that, and then of course the red cabbage with goose fat because we have to, and then the carrot salad. It's nice, light, fresh, but still.
I think it's a brilliant side. Now you also have desserts. Tell us about the desserts people can order.
The desserts we're getting from Flav's Bakery. So it's the homemade croissants, the real thing with the pumpkin, the cherry, we have cream cheese. Oh, it's delicious.
So good.
And homemade apple strudel because we have to have apple strudel.
And apple strudel is really easy to cut when you're doing a picnic. So think about those ideas. They're going to make it really easy. I think, Nikita, that you totally nailed it. And when we come back, we're going to head over to talk to All Days Barbecue because they've been smoking up some goodness for our Thanksgiving. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
How long have we been married, dear?
For 76 years.
He was kind and generous to me before we married, and he was kind and generous to me all these years. We decided on Meals on Wheels because I was getting to the point where I couldn't do all the things that I had been able to do. We're the Spans. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. Sarasota Jungle Gardens brings furry and feathered friends, plus eyelid lifts, makeover madness, and blogger Nicole Cadell. Today at 4 on Suncoast View.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile, and in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Why wait until the turkey has you feeling tired?
The Black Friday sales event has already started at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokees. Stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Compass for just $15,999. Or save big on a new Jeep Cherokee starting at just $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. Donald Trump ends the week with a flurry of appointments from his transition team, and they're already churning up plenty of controversy. ABC's Maggie Rulli has the latest now from Washington.
As the president-elect's team starts to shape up, the backlash over who he's choosing to stand by his side continues. His team announcing this morning the first member of Trump's cabinet, Jeff Sessions. The Alabama senator has been offered the position of attorney general. A loyal supporter, Sessions was the first GOP senator to endorse Trump during the primary.
Well, I'd be honored to be considered.
Trump releasing a statement saying he's been unbelievably impressed with him and his phenomenal record. But Sessions could face a challenging confirmation in the Senate. In 1986, he was blocked from becoming a district judge over racially charged comments.
The country is very concerned about diversity and how the appeals are made and what happened in the campaign. And again, Senator Sessions could have a real problem getting approval by the Senate.
Another appointee facing resistance, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, just named National Security Advisor.
It's going really well. I mean, it's a great transition.
At the Republican National Convention, Flynn incited the infamous "Lock Her Up" chant against Hillary Clinton. And in his book, Field of Flight, Flynn wrote, "I don't believe all cultures are morally equivalent." A top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee says he's deeply concerned with Flynn's inflammatory remarks. And the transition team has filled one more spot, pegging Representative Mike Pompeo of Kansas, currently a member of the House Intelligence Committee, as director of the CIA.
Trump also plans to meet with former rival Mitt Romney over the weekend. The two have exchanged some heated words in the past, and the meeting's supposed to be all about mending fences. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Washington.
Maggie, thank you. While Florida is dealing with snowbirds, people up north already dealing with a lot of snow. Over a foot of snow has already fallen in Wyoming and Colorado. In Colorado, it brought traffic on a major east-west interstate to a halt. I-70 was shut down in areas due to accidents and slide-offs. The conditions less than ideal for drivers.
Oh, I don't like it. It's cold, came all at once, and it's pretty slippery. It's pretty dangerous out here.
Also, blizzard warnings in parts of the Midwest today as well. Just winter is fast approaching for those folks. And I guess if you could live in that right there, you would say it has arrived.
Yeah, oh yeah. What you just saw there on video is a piece of cake compared to what they had to deal with today.
Wow.
50-mile-an-hour winds, heavy snow. Probably had 12 inches of snow in a very short period of time in Minnesota, central Minnesota. So it's nasty, just nasty.
Fall right to winter and then some.
In 24 hours.
Yeah,
it sure was. So we'll probably see a lot of Minnesotans down here for Christmas. We're looking at some pretty decent weather out there for us. We've got a little bit of cloudiness around this morning, but that gave way to sunshine as the sun started to work on the top of the clouds and mix things up and start to draw down some drier air and bring us what will end up being a very, very pretty day here on the Suncoast. No rainfall under any of those clouds this morning. And the forecast for the remainder of the afternoon is nice, warm. Daytime high temperatures will top out in the low 80s. And despite the fact that our dew points have risen somewhat compared to 24 hours ago, it's still pleasant out there. Still very nice with dew points in the 50s. So can't complain about that. Over the course of the next 48 hours, we're going to see some big changes in our weather. Big changes. We'll talk about that coming up in just a minute. Scott?
All right, John, thank you. An Arizona police officer is placed on administrative leave after he reportedly punched a woman in the face. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has the details of that incident.
This is the cell phone video investigators in Arizona are reviewing.
Hey, you can't hit a girl like that.
Trying to determine whether this police officer broke the law when he punched Marissa Morris in the face.
I
was punched in the face 2 times. I was choked. It was just a brutal attack.
Flagstaff police officer Jeff Bonar was called to the home Wednesday for an eviction. His body camera
Yeah, I've been here a few times before.
turning off before the confrontation, then back on afterward.
Stop kicking.
Bonar claims Morris resisted arrest, kicking and kneeing him in the groin before he hit her, something she denies. Officials learning on social media about the encounter and the cell phone video captured by a bystander.
I got it on camera.
Immediately launching an investigation.
We are taking this again very, very seriously. It will be a very in-depth investigation.
They're looking into the officer's actions and why the body cam wasn't rolling the entire time. The officer is on administrative leave and Morris is charged with aggravated assault and resisting arrest. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
A family of 4 in Washington state are home safe after they went missing for days. The McAllister family went for a scenic drive in a wooded area on Tuesday. The family says their vehicle got stuck in the mud as they tried to drive around a fallen tree. So they decided to walk back to the main road, but it got dark and they had to go back to their stuck vehicle.
It got dark on us, and so we spent the night on the side of the road after I made a shelter.
Other than being cold and a little dehydrated, the family says they are fine and very happy to be back home. Florida's unemployment rate goes up slightly in October. The state's jobless rate now at 4.8%. That's a slight increase over the September rate. Florida adding 5,700 jobs in October. That number trailed behind at least 10 other states in the nation, including Alabama, California, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Jobless rates here on the Suncoast remain stable at 4.7%. Well, it is a famous time of year for great bargains, but are some of those deals really just duds? ABC's Becky Worley has the answer.
Black Friday. TV ads and deal sites tout the best prices of the year. But gadget review site The Wirecutter says, hold on. Deals on quality products aren't as plentiful as you'd think.
We found that somewhere under 1% of the deals were actually worthwhile.
They say the top-rated items aren't as likely to be discounted. They also point to price inflation that can take place around the holidays to make discounts look bigger. Take this Dyson vacuum. Its Black Friday price is $299. But if you look back, it was being sold for $80 less last August. TVs, though, are a different story.
In terms of products that give people some of the greatest discounts on Black Friday and someone's always looking out for, it's TVs. You can get good discounts on great TVs and great discounts on good TVs.
Also, Apple products. They rarely go on sale but can be discounted on Black Friday by 10 to 15%. So how do you weed out the good deals from the bad? First, research. Read reviews in advance. Then use a deal aggregator site like bfads.net. They let you search ads by item to find the lowest price. Finally, use this site, camelcamelcamel.com. Crazy name, but great tool to track price history over time. If you find a lower price in the past than what's being advertised, hold off. Odds on it'll go back down in price sometime after Black Friday.
All right, let's get back to ABC 7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher, who really got it right today. She's enjoying a Thanksgiving feast at Ken Thompson Park in Sarasota. Judy?
It is just such a lovely day, and now we've moved over to our all-days barbecue table. And for the past several years, it wouldn't be Thanksgiving at my house without a smoked turkey from All Days. So make sure you get your orders in by Monday. And Mr. All Day, let's talk about the feast that you made for us.
Well, we just want to get you in the mood for Thanksgiving here. We've got some smoked salmon here. We've got some candied yams. We've got some green beans with some onions. And if you're not all on the turkey scene, we've got pork, we've got baby back ribs, we've got a beautiful smoked turkey here, and some pecan pie for some dessert, and some of good old Mom's cornbread baked right here.
Now, I have to tell you, it touched my heart that your mama made the cornbread early this morning, but also that you have beets, because my mom's favorite thing to put out on Thanksgiving was pickled beets, but half the time she forgot about it until we were all done eating and said, oh my God, I forgot the beets.
That's right.
Now, what do people need to know about picking up their turkey? They have to order it by Monday.
Yes, you need to order your turkey by Monday evening if you can. We've got a lot of turkeys to do already here, and we want to make sure we get a turkey for you because sometimes the supply gets short right at Thanksgiving time. So if you can give us a call at a time, we're more than glad to smoke your turkey. They smoke anywhere from 8 to 10 hours, depending on the size of the turkey. And you can pick those turkeys up on Thanksgiving morning from between 9 o'clock and 10:30.
And at both locations?
At both locations,
Okay.
in Bradenton and Sarasota. We'd love to have you.
Well, I got to tell you, I am so excited because my husband will be picking up our turkey on Thanksgiving morning. I have about 16 to 18 people, so I do a smoked turkey and I do a traditional smaller roast turkey. But all this is just a bit of heaven, and you can always go down to Geyers or Fresh Market to get
That's
some
right.
sides too,
Geyers
right?
and Fresh Market have got some great food also over there. We've known Geyers for years, and they put out a mighty fine product.
And I have to tell you, I am so addicted to that smoked salmon. Even my grandnephews, Quinn and Logan, at age 7 and 9, ask for the all-day smoked salmon whenever I have a family event. I want to thank you so much because you're part of our family, and this is the greatest celebration in the world. And I want you to stay with me because we're coming back with everybody so we can wish everybody a great, happy Thanksgiving in just a few minutes.
Folks, and thank you for your business.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
This holiday season, give the greatest gifts of all, safety and peace of mind. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Currently across the region, we are looking at an 81-degree air temperature and a dew point of 57. Still comfortable, but definitely more humid than 24 hours ago. In fact, significantly more humid than 24 hours ago. We can thank the easterly component to our northeast wind as well for that. East-northeast right now. 76 degrees in Wauchula, Arcadia at 76. Osmayaka, Parrish, Bradenton, Northport. Punta Gorda comes in at 79 and Lakewood Ranch at 75, 74 Longboat Key, and 76 and 75 in Venice and Inglewood. So temperatures fairly uniform. Cloud cover this morning kind of kept the temperatures fairly uniform across the area. Cloud cover coming in from the other coast and kind of trapped in a thin layer of the atmosphere that didn't really want to move all that much till we got it warm. And then, of course, it started to bubble and boil, and the clouds gave way to sunshine. We're looking across the entire peninsula, not seeing much in the way of any kind of rainfall. In fact, locally, it's going to be a very dry weekend, I think. The only chance that I can see for any rainfall in the next 7 days will be a little bit of a sprinkle, perhaps, on Saturday night, late overnight Saturday night. And the reason for that is we have a cold front advancing, and it's kicking up a line of showers in advance of it. Now, as that line of showers moves through our area, there's going to be very dry. So you're not going to see anything in the way of thunderstorms, certainly. Probably not even any rain showers, just a spot of drizzle possibly. Then once that front moves through Saturday night, Sunday morning, winds behind it are going to pick up. In fact, they're going to get really kind of blustery on Saturday, and it's not going to be a warm wind, a balmy wind. It's going to be a cool wind. In fact, most of the day will be spent in the 50s and low 60s. And then as we get into the evening period, the temperatures are going to drop off pretty fast, Sunday night into Monday day. And it's going to be kind of a big change. A lot of us will be using our heat for the first time on Sunday night. So be sure that everything is working properly. You know, sometimes we get some fires started with space heaters and such, and maybe a few of those air conditioners that haven't been serviced over a period of time, and the heating elements have a lot of dust on them and such. So make sure everything's running properly, because I'll bet you there'll be some heaters fired up. We have a wind that'll be coming out of the north and northwest on Sunday night, and that's going to bring us those cooler temperatures. Watch the wind gust speeds here. These, I think, might even be a little bit underdone as the winds shift a little bit more northwesterly as we head into Saturday, and the front then comes through and the winds shift a little bit more northerly. We'll probably get some wind gusts in excess of 20 miles an hour, but I think certainly some 10 to 15 mile an hour winds are going to be standard, and then some 15 to 20 mile an hour sustained winds are certainly possible as well. As that front moves through, things will start dying down, settling down a little bit on Sunday afternoon and evening. Future rainfall forecast shows we stay dry despite this strong wind flow. And as the front moves through, it basically just kind of falls apart as it settles down. Then high pressure builds in, and we are in for an extended period of some beautiful weather. And as those winds die down, we'll start to see the atmosphere warm. And by the time we get into midweek and Thanksgiving next week, I think our temperatures will have rebounded nicely to about where they are now, maybe a little cooler. Northeast wind at about 10 knots picks up a little bit with an afternoon surge, bringing 2-foot seas and a light chop. And the official Suncoast forecast for the weekend looks pretty good. We'll look for breezy conditions Sunday and perhaps some chillier temperatures, certainly. But nevertheless, a lot of sunshine, not much in the way of a rainfall chance, and warming conditions by Thanksgiving. Back to you, Scott.
All right, John, thank you so much. The Suncoast entertainment scene typically slows down in the summertime, but everything is up and running right now. ABC 7's Linda Carson has more in today's Suncoast scene.
When they get on the train for Niagara, she can hear church bells chime.
The Oslo Rep opens its fall season Friday night with Guys and Dolls.
Guys and Dolls is clearly the perfect musical to start out the season because it's so joyful, it's so sexy, it's full of so much humor. And right now, I think in November, I think everybody needs a good laugh. And I think everybody needs some beautiful musical theater magic.
The Sarasota Ballet is at the Sarasota Opera House this weekend.
So it's 3 different ballets by 3 great choreographers. The first ballet is by George Balanchine, one of his absolute masterpieces, Apollo.
Also on the program, Sir Frederick Ashton's Sinfonetta and gala performance by Anthony Cheaters. $1 Million Quartet is a huge hit at the Florida Studio Theater.
It tells the story of an actual night in history, December 4, 1956, when Elvis Presley, Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Johnny Cash were all together at Sun Records in Memphis. And there's a famous photograph of the 4 of them together at the piano. And this play, this musical, tells the story of that night.
$1 Million Quartet is now playing, and it runs through January 8th, and you've got to really hurry if you want tickets for this one. And Velveteen Rabbit for the younger set opens on Saturday in the Bounds Lab.
It's about the stuffed rabbit and the stuffed rabbit's child, the boy. And as the boy loves the rabbit more and more, the rabbit becomes real. Only what does real mean? And what is the power of love? And the play is a stage version of that book.
And you don't want to miss the Inglewood Waterfest this weekend. The races start on Saturday and Sunday at noon.
We've got viewing right here on the beach. They're only going to be about 150 yards off the beach at the most at any one time. So the best viewing is right here, and tickets are only $15 for the entire weekend.
The beach parking lot will be turned into Race Village and the dry pits, and all the boats will hang out there when they're not racing. And be sure and come by the ABC 7 booth and say hello. We'll be there all weekend. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Linda, thank you. Entertainment news is next.
The Mayor's Feed the Hungry program is designed to help area families who are struggling with hunger. Please help this holiday season and donate by visiting mayorsfeedthehungry.org. Thank you, and holiday blessings to you and yours.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Alex Karras Lincoln's holiday sales event is here. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $269 per month, or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41. Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works of contemporary art in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more. The 4th Annual Sarasota Fine Art Festival. Saturday and Sunday, November 19th and 20th at Selby 5 Points Park in downtown Sarasota. Bring your love and appreciation of art to the Sarasota Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
And I feel like I'm with my culinary family, of course. We have Dave behind the camera who's doing this great shoot, and everybody back at the studio. And we want to wish you the very best of Thanksgiving. May your turkeys be moist wherever you get them from and smoke deliciously. And may you enjoy your potato pancakes and all the trimmings that make Thanksgiving great. Carolyn, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Nikita, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's perfect.
All that you do. And Mr. Allday, what can I say? Always.
Happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in Sarasota.
Absolutely. Go out there, if not on Thanksgiving, during the weekend. Enjoy our beautiful parks and beaches and nature trails, and just be together, because it's so much more than the food. It's just being with the people that you really care about. Okay, it's about the food too. So enjoy, whether it's the Fresh Market, Geyers, or Alldays, and so much more. I hope you really enjoy it. So from our tables to yours, happy Thanksgiving. Back to you guys.
Oh, thank you so much, Judy. You and your family and all your friends have a wonderful Thanksgiving ahead. Well, Priscilla Presley has opened up about her life with Elvis, saying she truly lived in a bubble with the superstar. Presley began dating Elvis when she was only 14 years old, and he was 24 at the time. She says she didn't have her teenage years as a normal girl. Her pair got married when she was 21 in 1967. They divorced in 1973. The now 71-year-old Presley says although Elvis was the love of her life, she left because she needed to find out what the world was like. Elvis died in 1977 at the age of 42. A dress worn by Marilyn Monroe as she famously sang Happy Birthday to President Kennedy sells for nearly $5 million at a Los Angeles auction. Julian's Auction says the iconic form-fitting gown sold for $4.8 million last night to Ripley's Believe It or Not. The actress wore the flesh-colored dress that features 2,500 hand-stitched crystals on May 19, 1962 for an early 45th birthday celebration for President Kennedy at New York's Madison Square Garden. Just a few months later, on August 5th, the 36-year-old Monroe was found dead from an overdose of barbiturates. Hardwired to Self-Destruct, Metallica's first new album in 8 years is on sale today, just as the news hits that they were the most streamed metal band in the world. That's according to Spotify, which says Metallica has 7 million listeners a month on the platform and appears on 15 million user playlists. And happy birthday to Mickey Mouse. The world's most famous mouse is 88 years old and plans to celebrate in style. There will be parades and parties all Disney parks around the world. And if you can't make it to one of the parks, keep your eye out for the release of Mickey's new music video. It's called What We Got. Mickey Mouse first appears on Steamboat Willie 88 years ago. Happy birthday.
Controversial film, actually, nowadays. Yeah. But that's great. Happy birthday, Mickey. I guess he'll have a cheesecake.
I guess so, I suppose. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. See you at 5.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better eater.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. Sarasota Jungle Gardens brings furry and feathered friends, plus eyelid lifts, makeover madness, and blogger Nicole Cadell.
Today at 4 on Suncoast View.